What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you follow me on social media, you've probably seen this 5th gen 4Runner. The first thing we did was install these brand new LED headlights. Just note that if you're upgrading your headlights, you're going to have to remove the entire bumper as well as the grille here. This kit was actually pretty simple to install. It came with all of the cables and everything else. Even the bulbs were included. So everything is basically just plug and play. You connect all the wires how they're supposed to be connected. And really the hardest part is just removing all of the bolts and clips that hold the bumper together. Moving on to the rear, we're building a rear bumper. It's got a little bit of damage there. So we're basically just cutting right about here and removing the bumper from there. And it's gonna look very similar to the 3rd gen bumper I did a while back. This rear bumper is gonna be getting a tire carrier on this half of the bumper. And on this half of the bumper, we're adding another swing arm for dual gas cans. The first thing I'm gonna do is mark a line at this point right here, separating the top of this piece with the rest of the bumper. Next is removing these clips, this bolt, all of these as well. Same on this side. And then we've got a few down here too. Right in there. All right, so the rest of the bumper has now been removed. I've cleaned up the bottom of this piece as best as I could. I think from where the paint had already been chipping, it had kind of separated from the plastic of the bumper. A little bit of separation here, and then that came off too. Same on the other side, but I'm gonna leave that the way that it is. I'm gonna reach out to my customer and see what he wants to do. Best case scenario is I leave this the way that it is and go ahead and start the template, and then we'll see what he wants me to do with these pieces. So the original bumper has a trim piece that goes all the way across here. What I did was I cut it off of the bumper. That way we can utilize this. And the bumper's only gonna stick out to about here, so it should be just fine. I wanted to make sure I kept this piece, because if not, there would have been a large gap all the way across here. and you wouldn't be able to see it with the hatch closed, but once you opened it, you'd be able to see just about everything. So with what I've got now, I'm gonna go ahead and start on this side, since I know this is just gonna be a 90-degree angle for now. I'm gonna start with the most complex part of the bumper, which is gonna be these pieces right here. So here's a picture of what the rendering is going to look like. Obviously, I don't want to leave this entire spot right here completely open. I'm going to add a piece that goes in here to block this off. That should be it for this side of the bumper. Finish up this side here, build up the center, and then we'll have a finished template. Here's a completed template so far. I ended up with enough room here to be able to keep this entire piece. Only real issue right now is when I close this, I have this gap right here and then this gap right here. So when I go to build the frame mounts, what I'm gonna do is have a piece extend all the way out to here. So once I get that built, when it comes time to fabrication, there should be no gap here. I want a little bit of space here, just in case it gets hit from the back or something, it doesn't completely go into this piece. I typically like to do no full contact on the body or any quarter panel pieces, just to lessen the likelihood of any further damage if the bumper were to be hit. With how far the bumper sticks out, I have more than enough room to either go with swing arms on top of the bumper piece here or outside right here. So either resting on top of this piece or sticking out over here. Little gaps like this are exactly why I like doing the template from the beginning and not just go straight into fabrication. It's a lot easier to cut up cardboard than it is to be grinding through metal. I know I probably add a little bit more time to my fabrication. Part of the reason why I also do templates and I film the entire process of doing the template is so that you guys can do it on your own as well. And you can see that you can make easier changes by doing a template. Again, yes, you add a little bit more time, but I'd rather add a little bit more time to make sure that the final product is perfect or as close to perfect as possible. But anyways, I'm gonna work on getting this template completely taken apart now, all the measurements on steel, and in the next video, we'll do fabrication. As always, thank you guys so much for watching these videos, subscribing to the YouTube channel, and liking all of the social media pages. I will see you in part 2.